What's up, YouTube? Tonight we're going to do an episode of Hear All About It. Hear all about it, hear all about it. So, topics in the news. I read an article today, and I'm sure some of you have probably heard this. There was a couple in Denver that here several months ago the husband was out of work, so they had to do something. They make a move. I forget where they went. It's kind of a moot point, but they moved. They were gone, and it was like a few states. All right. I read this article earlier, and like I told you, I can read, but I don't read and comprehend or read and remember very well because of what's wrong with me. So anyway, this couple gets a call from some neighbors that says, hey, there's people living in your house. So they call the police department there in Colorado and say, hey, could you go check this out? So they went over there and check it out. The people produced some documentation, says, hey, we're allowed to live here, fuck you, we're staying. So the police went, well, I don't know. At that point, I would have traveled home. But, so I guess some time goes by and they decided to move back to Denver. And they get there, and sure enough, there's a family living in their house. And not only is it a family, it's it's a Hispanic family. So, of course, these people, they say they were the Donovans. They say, get the fuck out of our house. They say, no, we're not leaving. And he said, oh, yeah, you are. It's my fucking house. Get out. So, they said, no. We paid $5,000 for this house. And for the deed fees or something like that. And they said, well, I don't care. You need to go. It's our house. So they called the police. And the police was like, well, there's really nothing we can do. You're going to have to take them to court. So these people are squatting in their house, and there's nothing they can do besides take them to court. So little time goes by, a few days, and they lawyer up. They go to court. The judge sees it in the Donovans' favor and says, Mrs. Hispanic, you need to get out. You got 48 hours to do so. Well, 48 hours comes and goes, and they're still not out. So now they have to get a hold of the police department where they live again, pay the police department to go out there and serve them and pick a day that the family can be out there when the police show up so that they can forcefully evict these people out of their house. Now, I told Jennifer, my wife, that if I were to leave my house for a while and come back and find a family living in it, I would load my gun, walk in, put it to their head, and say, leave or die. And Jennifer said, well, no, you can't do that because you would get in trouble. And I think that's absolute bullshit that somebody can fucking move into your house and you have to fucking pay lawyer fees, court fees, and whatever else fees to get the motherfuckers out. And they said they weren't sure if these people had paid $5,000 in thinking they bought the house, or if they had paid $500 or $5,000 and are making payments to somebody. Well, there's another Hispanic guy that was once a realtor who got his realty license taken away because he's a douchebag, and he's going around and screwing over these fucking Mexicans that don't know the laws and rules. I mean, I don't know. I would think that in Mexico, it would be kind of common sense to them if somebody moved into their house there and they showed up, they would have to get the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe it's different down there. Maybe when you see your neighbors move out of their $1 million home in Mexico, you can say, fuck, come on, family, we're moving in. And it's yours. I don't know. But common sense tells me that they knew better. And these Hispanics, I don't have a whole lot against them. I mean, they do a lot of work. But I have a problem with when they play stupid, or when they can speak English and choose not to. This was bullshit. These people are out hundreds of dollars to get somebody out of their fucking house. How's that right? You know, questions or comments are welcome. I'm not a Hispanic hater. My absolute best friend in the world, his name is Francisco Gonzalez. And I worked with him in Oregon. He's my brother, man. I'd do anything for him. Literally. I would do anything for him. If somebody hurt him, I would go after them. If somebody hurt his family, I would go after them in a second. I would put my life in front of Frankie's, and he would do the same thing for me. So don't jump on here and call me a hater, because I'm not. I'm a hater when you play stupid and something so obvious is not true. Everything is written in English and Spanish now, so you can grab a newspaper anywhere and you can see that you don't buy a house for $5,000. But they did it to these people, they screwed them, and that's, you know, end of story. True story, it was on MSN, so you can look it up. Also in the story, they mentioned another guy, just quickly, that was in the hospital, an older gentleman that had a property that was worth just over $1 million. While he was into the hospital, the same thing happened. Some Hispanics moved into his home, and he had to lawyer up and fight to get them out. He has since passed. This happened, I guess, earlier this year or last year, something like that. But this is like an epidemic that is going on. So if you have a home and you're moving out of state, make sure you keep close tabs on your place. Anyhow, hope you have a great day. Take care, and God bless.